The spider baby needs some air, Sammy. She can't be under the table all the time, Sammy. She wants to get some exercise, okay?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It is 9:30 a.m. I'm here with Stella and Boo and Nancy and Simba and Splash, and the tree is still standing. I was able to correct some of the issues that arised from the cats climbing it yesterday. And I bought some more bells for it. Here's Boo. He's all ready for his treat today. So yesterday what I did was I went to the local stores that sell Christmas trees because I figured, well, maybe I could get a really cheap tree and put it downstairs for the lucky 7. Then they could climb it as much as they want and be happy climbing the tree. And maybe I could figure out how to turn it into a cat tower. I think that would be really cool. I think the cats would love that. The problem that I faced yesterday is that all of the stores that sell Christmas trees around here are already completely sold out. So my only option was to purchase one on Amazon. And it was Cyber Monday, so I found a deal on one. And I got it for about $35. However, it has no reviews. It's like a new product on Amazon. It has no reviews at all. So I'm definitely taking a chance on it. I'm hoping it's good, but for, something to buy just for the cats to climb downstairs, I'm not too concerned about certain elements of its quality. And today the cats are trying Choolips. This is a squeeze treat for cats, and this says brain on it because these treats are infused with vitamins. So it seems that there are companies who had the same idea that I had a while ago. If you've been watching the daily vlogs, you'll know that a while ago I mentioned that I think the best thing to do with these squeeze treats would be to infuse some kind of herbs in them or, something functional for cats that can be used if a cat is sick, because normally if a cat is sick, they'll still eat these liquid treats. So why not infuse them with something that's helpful to the cats? And in this case, these Choolips are infused with vitamins. So this one is for the brain. This has vitamin C in it, vitamin E in it. I think they also added carnitine. So it has more nutrition in it than a regular squeeze up or chew-roo. A regular squeeze up or chew-roo, it just has some muscle meat in it and a little bit of starch, and the rest is liquid. But here they actually supplemented it with some vitamins. So we'll see if the cats like it. The cats are waiting for their daily treat, and yeah, hopefully they'll like these. Okay, so Boo's tasting the Choolip. It seems kind of thick. It's probably the same consistency as a squeeze up. Squeeze ups are a little bit thicker than chew-roos. Well, Boo likes it so far. The question is, will Boo finish it? Yesterday he did not finish his squeeze up. The packaging on these seems like it's thicker. And I don't know if these have the same amount in them that the chew-roos and squeeze-ups do. I would have to check. Okay, let me squeeze it up from the bottom, Boo, okay? I gotta use 2 hands for that. Boo really enjoyed this one. He ate the whole thing and he's looking for more. Meanwhile, Nancy! Don't eat the tree. Come here. When I was feeding it to Boo, Nancy was literally right here doing this. She was headbutting my hand. All right, Nancy, I'll give you one next. Nancy did not want it, so I'm giving it to Simba. Here you go, Simba. You want it? Come on, it's falling on the floor. Sometimes there are certain flavors that Simba does not like. With regards to these squeezy treats, I tried to give another one to Nancy and she doesn't want it. Boo's ready for it, but we don't have any extras, Boo, okay? Nancy will only eat this on a plate with a few crunchies on top. Splash did not want to eat it. I tried both ways with Splash. I tried giving it to him by hand, and I also tried putting it on a plate. He walked away from it, so I gave the plate to Nancy. If she leaves anything on this plate, Boo's ready to swoop in and eat it. Good morning, Sammy. I haven't seen your spider in a while, Sammy. Where's your spider? Good morning, Ziggy. Good morning, Ziggy. Where's your spider? Where's the spider baby? Is she under here? Oh, yeah, look. The spider baby's under here with a whole bunch of toys. Let's see what the toys are. Look at that. Look at that, Sammy. There's your spider baby. And there's toys. She's very protective of her spider baby. I exposed it by moving the table. Yeah. Okay, let's move these out and let's give her some air. The spider baby needs some air, Sammy. She can't be under the table all the time, Sammy. She wants to get some exercise, okay? Okay, let's put the table back. Yeah, let's put her over there. Sammy, let her come out and have some fun. Now I'm here with the Choolips for the Lucky 7. Richard does not want to get out of bed. He's like, I'm not getting up. It's too early. Ziggy's looking out of the window. Oh, look at this. Sammy brought her spider back here. Okay, the spider, does your spider want a treat also? You want me to give your spider a little treat also? Okay. Goldie was the first one to eat a Choolip. Sammy's playing with her spider. Oh, I guess she drops them on the ground. Today is day 3 of the Advent calendar, and Eva is going to eat her snack, hopefully before someone tries to steal it. I put a few pieces of freeze-dried chicken on it, but this is progress, because for the past 2 days, she would not even get this close to one of the snacks. Now, there's Goldie. Here's Goldie. Goldie will easily steal it. Goldie will eat these treats out of my hand, so that's good. Richard will eat them off of a plate, so that's good. And if we could get little Eva to eat them off of a plate, that would be progress. So far, she's just eating her freeze-dried chicken. That thing behind her is an activity board that you put dry cat food on. And I give that to the cats at night, so they have to work for some of their crunchies. I also gave a plate to Ringo. Ringo's in his little hidey hole down here. That's where he likes to sleep at night. I put the plate there with him, so I don't know if he ate it. I'll have to check in a little while. Here's Ziggy. She's waiting for Eva to walk away from her plate. The minute Eva walks away from that plate, Ziggy's going to swoop in and eat what's left. But it looks like Eva might be enjoying it. I can't tell. Sometimes it's hard for them to lick it up on these paper plates and it starts moving around a lot. So when Richard was eating it, I had to hold it. But that's okay. She has plenty of room to move around with it. Yeah, it looks like she's eating the treat also. She's licking it up. And here's Ringo's. Ringo did not eat his. This is what I got at Hobby Lobby yesterday. This was the only bell garland that they had that wasn't the little jingle bells. And I was thinking about getting the little jingle bells. The problem with those is they're not very loud. These are really loud. Just moving them, like they're so loud. So what I plan on doing with these is actually cutting them off this string, and then I'll put Christmas hooks on these and I will hang these all around the tree. So that way, once the tree starts moving, it'll definitely start ringing. I really wish they had more of these little ones, but these little ones make, they make a good amount of noise also. I definitely do hear these bells in the other room, and these should be much louder. For now, I'm just hanging the garland on the tree, and later when I get my decorations out, then I'll have my hooks and I'll be able to put these on the tree better. But I just need them here now in case anyone jumps in the tree today. It's 11:41 a.m. and that was Sammy. And Sammy was just in the tree. I know she was because I heard these bells ringing in the other room, and I came in, and she was here, and she jumped out. It is 10:15 a.m. and I'm getting a late start today. Look what's going on here with the Christmas tree. So the tree skirt is all bunched up. This green platform underneath it is what goes underneath the tree stand, and this is why the tree has not tipped over yet. This is an anti-tip device, so cats can climb a tree and they're not going to knock the tree down, and it's worked beautifully so far. But you see this branch? Do you see this really low branch? So yeah, this is another branch that they have kind of bent out of shape. Hopefully I could use the hammer again and hammer it back up. There's Nancy. It's easy to do that with the bottom branches, but then when I get into areas around here in the middle, it's much harder to do that because you really can't get enough movement on the hammer because there's so many other branches in the way that it's like impossible to fill some of these holes. Here on top, these branches are different. These are all just like bendy branches. So I would say the top third of the tree is really easy to put back into shape. It's just the bottom 2/3 that have a different branch structure. So to be honest, I'm very tempted to go get a real tree because I've never had a problem with cats in my tree before. I've had cats in this house since 2016 with Christmas trees, and they've never been in the tree before. The lucky 7, who are the ones climbing the tree, did not climb the tree last year. And the year prior to that was their first year in the house. They had only been inside for 2 months at that point, and they didn't touch the tree. This year, I really think they are attracted to this tree because it is made out of plastic. Here's Nancy. And cats love plastic. So when I was growing up, we always had cats that loved to lick plastic. They love to chew on plastic. They love to lick plastic. And I honestly think because the tree is made out of plastic, that's why they're attracted to it. Now here goes Nancy. Is she going to eat any of these plants? Someone chewed on this fern yesterday, and then they vomited on the floor. I have to make them some fresh cat grass. Last night, I was sitting on the sofa only a few feet away from the tree, and 2 members of the Lucky 7 just started climbing the tree.
Who's that climbing up my Christmas tree? It's shaking quite suspiciously. There's something moving I can see. A cat climbing up my Christmas tree. There's a cat climbing up my Christmas tree. Who's that sitting in my Christmas tree?
I guess they just can't help themselves, so I don't know if anything can be done to keep them out of it. It's 2:30 p.m. and that's Goldie. She was just in a cat tower, and I wanted to show her to you, but she walked away as soon as she saw the camera. Here's Ringo. So the cats have been really good today. No one's tried to jump into the tree. No one's tried to climb the tree. And maybe they've gotten it out of their system. I really don't want to go out and buy a fresh tree because I already put this tree up. I really would just like to decorate this tree and have this tree, but I don't want the cats going crazy over it. So maybe it's behind us. Maybe they're done with it. Maybe it was just something new for them to explore. I don't know. We'll see how today goes. It's 9:30 p.m. There's Ziggy and Ringo. And Nancy was just in there with them. There's a cat on the patio right now. I don't know who it is because it's dark out, so it's hard to tell. I don't know if it's Cousin Oliver, but I have to tell you about Cousin Oliver because Cousin Oliver's real name is Ox. So I looked outside earlier today, and I had put some food out for him. And after he ate the food, I noticed that he was limping across the patio. He was not putting any weight on his back leg, his right back leg. And I was like, okay, that's not good. So then he walked into the bushes and he's putting a little bit of weight on it, but like he's limping pretty badly. So a little while ago, I reached out to my neighbors down the road to see if, she recognized him, if she had been feeding him, what the situation was, if she saw him limping or anything like that. And that's how I found out that he is indeed a boy. He was trapped and neutered last February, almost a year ago. And his name is Ox, O-X. So I was pretty close. Oliver, Ox, they both start with O. And she said that he's been super feral, but he's making progress with her. And she said she's going to keep an eye out for him. He comes around multiple times a day to eat. That's what she said. And that if she notices him limping, she's going to basically monitor it for a few days and then potentially trap him and, take him in for some kind of treatment. And she works with the rescue group, so, she's very capable. So that's good. She has her eyes out for him now. She's aware that he's limping. I don't know if she's actually feeding him multiple times a day. I mean, it's pretty far from my house to where she lives, especially for a cat that's limping. So, we'll see what happens. In the past, there's been situations where I will see different cats than she sees. And she showed me a photo today of a black cat asking me if I had seen it. And I was like, no, I haven't seen it. So even though we live on the same road, it's far enough away that we do see different cats. So hopefully Cousin Oliver, or I should call him Ox, will make his way down there and she will be able to trap him and get help for him. And if not, then I have to start thinking about potentially trapping him and then maybe enlisting her to help as far as his treatment. I think if it was a situation where I had to trap him and then, she would take over from there, she would do something like that, but we're not at that point yet, and, we just have to see. Obviously, Ziggy and Ringo are watching someone on the patio with great interest. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.